Hello, I'm Laura. It's February 28th, 2026, and these are the Saturday Heartlines. The Saturday Heartlines are a look back at the week that has just gone by with its theme and its topics to see what message arises for us today. And the theme of this past week has been Let Love Be Genuine. And the message that is coming out of that is the transforming power of genuine love is accessible to all of us. Isn't that a wonderful idea? How the transforming power of genuine love is accessible to all of us. So let's take a look at this theme, starting with Sunday. Let Love Be Genuine is based on a passage from the letter to the Romans written by Paul. And it is a universal message, so I thought I would share it throughout the week. And we started with what genuine love is. And genuine love is unselfish. It is loving just for the sake of loving. And we saw this in the Olympics when the athletes were supporting each other, were cheering each other on, whether they won or lost. They were there for their teammates and for the other athletes. That is genuine love. On Monday, we looked at letting love be genuine by going a little deeper into the verse where it says, hate what is evil and hold to what is good. So when we hate what is evil, it's not a matter of judging and condemning and creating divisive rhetoric around it. It's a matter of avoiding living life backwards, because that's what evil is. If you spell it backwards, it actually says live. And to live life backwards is to live out of fear and hate rather than living from love. And we looked at the effects of the tariffs that have happened in our country here in the United States and around the world, and how they have created financial difficulties for many people. But rather than adding to the divisive rhetoric that created the tariffs to begin with, we can hold to the transforming power of love and be open to what is possible, whatever the conditions of our world. On Tuesday, we looked at loving one another with mutual affection, another part of this passage from Paul. And we can love others in ways that we would have them love us, kind of the golden rule of love. And we can do this through caring and support and loving kindness, and especially supporting people who have had to shelter and hunker down, whether it's from a natural storm or a storm of humanity like we saw in Mexico this past week. We can connect with those we know, give them our support and friendship, or just hold them in our hearts with love. On Wednesday, we had the Heart Warmer, and the heartwarming theme of letting love be genuine by giving up that divisive and fearful rhetoric, by showing compassion for those in difficulty and those celebrating their accomplishments. On Thursday, we looked at the wisdom of the knowing heart. Knowing heart is a term that came from one of our Unity co-founders, Myrtle Fillmore. She talked about how we can experience our healing and wholeness by getting in touch with our knowing heart. And that is because a knowing heart is using both the mind and the heart. It is looking at both the facts and the faith that we have within us to move forward into possibility. And we can do this by looking to the wisdom of the knowing heart in times of silence, and then following the guidance that is awakened in those times. On Friday, we looked at letting peace be genuine, as we considered the many conflicts that are taking place in our world today, and we can choose to awaken to the peace in ourselves. You see, we cannot outwardly solve all the world's problems, but we can choose to awaken to that peace in ourselves by helping others awaken to it in them through the establishment of peaceful relationships. And that brings us to today, the transforming power of genuine love. You see, a little earlier in that same letter to the Romans that Paul wrote, he said, "Be transformed by the renewal of your mind." And this week, we acknowledged that the renewal of our minds comes from genuine love. And so we're going to awaken that power in us right now through a time of silent contemplation as we focus on a special thought. So let's take a deep breath and close our eyes and focus on this idea. The transforming power of genuine love heals me in mind, body, and relationships, bringing peace to my soul, and through me, sharing that peace with the world. The transforming power of genuine love heals me in mind, body, and relationships, bringing peace to my soul, and through me, sharing that peace with the world. And so it is. Did you feel the peace of that moment of silence? Even if you didn't, the more you take time, even just a moment or two here and there, to be still and to listen to the deep love that is in your own heart, it will tell you that you are loved, and through you the world is loved. And so the peace that you feel within, you can share in your loving relationships with others. So thank you for establishing a loving relationship with me today. We come together in peace and in the transforming power of genuine love. Have a wonderful day.